181 Shriman Ajit Kumar Buyanji.
181. Sir.
Is there? No, is there? Yeah.
Yes, sir. 181.
Honorable Minister.
Jawab.
First supplementary, Shriman Ajit Kumar Buyanji.
So it has been announced that ASA workers will receive 2,000 from the central government and 2,000 from the Assam government as an honorarium. However, many ASA workers have not received the 2,000 announced by the state government. Some have received only 1,500, while others got 1,300. As part of the National Health Mission, ASA workers play a crucial role in implementing various health policies and schemes, especially in rural areas. Their efforts have contributed to a significant reduction in maternal and infant mortality rates in Assam. So my first supplementary is whether the government intend to increase the wages and fixed monthly honorarium in all states equally.
Honorable Minister.
अध्यक्ष महोदय, विभिन्न सूचना प्रौद्योगिकी पोर्टल में बनाए गए सहबद्ध किए गए प्रत्येक एबीएचए खाते के लिए उनको जो भी पैसे दिए जाते हैं तो इसकी समीक्षा जो की जाती है, तो जब भी नया संस्करण या नया कोई बीमारी उसमें ऐड होती है तो उसमें केंद्र सरकार की ओर से संशोधन किया जाता है। तो ऐसा संशोधन 2022-23 में भी किया गया था और 2025 में भी ये संशोधन किया था कि जैसे नए लिम्फेटिक फाइलेरियस के अंतर्गत मास ड्रग एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन हेतु 15 दिनों के लिए 3,000 रुपये का उसमें हमने प्रावधान किया था। परिवार नियोजन के अंतर्गत सास बहू सम्मेलन के लिए 200 रुपये, तो उनको जो इंसेंटिव मिलता है तो वो जो कार्य करती है, जो भी कार्य उन पर सौंपा जाता है उस पर उनको इंसेंटिव मिलता है और उसका पूरा विवरण हमने उत्तर में दिया है कि किस काम के लिए उनको कितना इंसेंटिव दिया जाता है मानधन के ऊपर।
सेकंड सप्लीमेंट्री श्रीमान अजीत कुमार बुयान जी।
Despite their importance, ASA workers receive minimal compensation and have not been recognized as government employees. The All Assam ASA Association has been protesting against the exploitation and demanding recognition as government employees, but the government has not taken any action. So my question is whether the government intends to recognize ASA workers as government employees and pay ASA workers a monthly honorarium of 21,000, similar to fourth grade health workers.
Honorable Minister.
Sir, I would like to make it clear here that ASA workers are accredited social health activists, and it's a voluntary service which is being rendered. They do a very important work. उनका बहुत इन्वॉल्वमेंट है हेल्थ एक्टिविटीज़ में, और उनके हेल्थ एक्टिविटीज़ के इम्पॉर्टमेंट के माध्यम से काफ़ी हेल्थ के पैरामीटर्स में फ़र्क आया है और उनकी कंटिन्यूसली ट्रेनिंग भी होती है। उनको हम सैलरी बेस्ड भी देते हैं और साथ में हम इंसेंटिव बेस्ड भी उनको हम इंसेंटिव देते हैं। लेकिन जहाँ तक उनको उनका परमानेंसी करने वाला सवाल है, दे आर एक्रेडिटेड सोशल हेल्थ एक्टिविस्ट। तो इस तरीके की कोई भी सरकार की मंशा नहीं है, लेकिन हाँ, उनके एक्टिविटीज़ को जैसे जैसे जिस प्रोग्राम में हम जोड़ते जाते हैं वैसे वैसे उनके साथ हम उनके एमोल्यूमेंट्स को भी हम इंक्रीज करते हैं।
थर्ड सप्लीमेंट्री श्रीमान अब्दुल वहाब जी।
We heard this reply from Minister and Cabinet Minister. ASHA workers are the backbone of India's healthcare system. However, in states like Kerala, where minimum wages and living costs are substantially higher than the present central base payment, places many ASHA workers effectively below a dignified subsistence level. Will the government consider revising the remuneration framework of permit state-sensitive salary structure, ensuring fair and adequate compensation for those frontline health workers.
Honorable Minister.
Question of Mr. Wahab, wrong connotation may go, so I would like to make it clear. मिनिमम वेजेस के साथ इसको जोड़ना ठीक नहीं है. आशा वर्कर्स का इंसेंटिव्स देना और उनको इमोल्यूमेंट्स को देने के लिए सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट भी देती है, स्टेट गवर्नमेंट भी देती है और एक्टिविटी वाइज भी देती है. और इसके साथ साथ प्रधानमंत्री प्रधानमंत्री सुरक्षा बीमा योजना, इसमें भी ये कवर्ड है. और इसी तरीके से प्रधानमंत्री जीवन ज्योति बीमा योजना, उसमें भी कवर्ड है. आयुष्मान भारत में 5 लाख रुपीस के मेडिकल कवर के लिए भी कवर्ड है. और इसके साथ साथ प्रधानमंत्री श्रम योगी मानधन पेंशन योजना, इसमें भी 3,000 रुपीज आफ्टर 60 इयर्स, इसमें भी कवर्ड है. और जब वो रिटायर होने लगते हैं तो उस समय 20,000 अलग से दिया जाता है. तो इसको इस तरीके से कंपेयर करना कि दे आर नॉट मिनिमम वेजेस की दृष्टि से, दे आर एक्टिविस्ट. और एक्टिविस्ट की दृष्टि से मिनिमम सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट भी देता है, स्टेट गवर्नमेंट भी देता है और उनके लाइफ के हेल्थ के कवरेज को भी पूरा का पूरा कवर करता है.
फोर्थ सप्लीमेंट्री श्रीमान बीरेंद्र प्रसाद बैसिया जी.
Thank you, Honorable Chairman, sir. ASHA workers played very important role in our health system. They have given tremendous service, particularly in the backward region and the hilly area also.
Make it.
During the COVID period.
Baisiya ji, make it specific, please.
Yeah. During the COVID period, ASHA workers played very, very important role. Sir, my question is very simple to the Honorable Minister. No doubt government has given lots of initiative. I want to know what is the life insurance coverage given to the ASHA workers. And number two, those workers work in the remote area of the country, particularly the hill area of country, they will get some special assistance from the government.
Honorable Minister.
बातें मैंने पहले बताया कि प्रधानमंत्री जीवन ज्योति बीमा योजना, उसमें उनको 2 लाख रुपए का कवरेज है. उसी तरीके से प्रधानमंत्री सुरक्षा बीमा योजना, इसमें भी 2 लाख रुपए का कवरेज है. और अगर कोई पार्शियल डिसेबिलिटी होती है तो 1 लाख रुपए का कवरेज है. और इसके साथ साथ प्रधानमंत्री श्रम योगी मानधन योजना के तहत भी उनको 3,000 रुपए का पेंशन मिलता है आफ्टर 60 इयर्स. इस तरीके से वो कवर्ड है. आयुष्मान भारत में भी 5 लाख रुपए का पर ईयर हेल्थ कवरेज उनको मिलता है. इस तरीके से वो कवर्ड है. जहां तक इन्होंने ट्राइबल एरिया की बात की, तो ट्राइबल एरिया हो या कोई एरिया हो, आशा वर्कर विल बी रिक्रूटेड फ्रॉम दैट वेरी विलेज. इसलिए उसको कहीं बाहर जाना पड़ता है और इसके लिए कोई स्पेशल इंसेंटिव देना, इसकी आवश्यकता नहीं है. शी इज फ्रॉम दैट वेरी विलेज, इसलिए वहां पर वो अपने गांव में ही सेवा कर रही है. सो नथिंग सेपरेटली इज बीइंग डन, लेकिन वट एवर इज बीइंग डन उनके इमोल्यूमेंट्स को उसी तरीके से एक्टिविटी वाइज दिया जाता है. आई वुड ऑल्सो लाइक टू मेक इट क्लियर दैट दिस इज अ कंटिन्यूअस प्रोसेस. फ्रॉम टाइम टू टाइम हम उनके इमोल्यूमेंट्स को बढ़ाते रहते हैं और एक्टिविटीज के साथ साथ भी उसको जोड़ करके आगे बढ़ाते रहते हैं.
फिफ्थ सप्लीमेंट्री श्रीमती माजी जी.
माननीय सभापति महोदय, झारखंड जैसे आदिवासी और दूर दराज क्षेत्रों वाले राज्यों में एक्रेडिटेड सोशल हेल्थ एक्टिविस्ट आशा प्रोग्राम पर स्वास्थ्य सेवाएं काफी हद तक निर्भर हैं. क्या सरकार यह बताएगी कि झारखंड में कार्यरत आशा कार्यकर्ताओं को नियमित मासिक मानदेय सुनिश्चित करने के लिए कोई नीति बनाने पर विचार किया जा रहा है? और क्या सरकार झारखंड के कठिन भौगोलिक क्षेत्रों में कार्य करने वाली आशा कार्यकर्ताओं के लिए विशेष प्रोत्साहन राशि देने पर विचार करेगी?
ऑनरेबल मिनिस्टर. मैंने
पहले ही बताया कि जहां तक पहला प्रश्न उनका है कि उनको आर्थिक दृष्टि से कुछ सोचेंगे, तो इट इज अ कंटिन्यूअस प्रोसेस. फ्रॉम एक्टिविटी वाइज उनको हर एक एक्टिविटी के लिए उनको पैसे दिए जाते हैं और हर साल हर समय हम उनके एक्टिविटीज को ध्यान में रखते हुए उनको इमोल्यूमेंट्स को एनहांस भी करते रहते हैं. जहां तक ट्राइबल एरिया का सवाल है, ट्राइबल एरिया में स्पेशल प्रोत्साहन तब दिया जाए जब कोई हम बाहर से लेकर के किसी को ट्राइबल एरिया में काम के लिए दें। वो ट्राइबल के ही गांव से ही बच्चियां होती हैं, लेडीज होती हैं जो आशा एक्टिविस्ट, एक्रेडिटेड सोशल हेल्थ एक्टिविस्ट बनती है। तो इसलिए उनको विशेष करके प्रोत्साहन देने की जरूरत नहीं है। हाँ, उस जगह के लिए जो आवश्यकता होती है वो जरूर हम देते हैं।
Now question number 182, Shriman Vivek K. Tangaji.
My question is
Honorable Minister.
laid on the table of the House, sir.
First supplementary, Shriman Vivek K. Tangaji.
Sir, when I saw the figures and the reply, I feel a little shocked. We brought the Consumer Protection Act to protect the interest of consumers. Look at the pendency, sir. As per their figures, the pendency nationally is 16,939, and in states it's 5,80,370. And they have not given me the pendency of district consumer forums. Now, please look at it. Under the Act, you give 45 days to the other side to file a reply so that there can be an early order. With lakhs of pendency, how do you get an early order? Then please see, at the national level, you say in appeal, the appeal should be decided in 90 days. This is in the Act. But the adjournment that you get is 1 year. And the national pendency is 16,939. What I'm saying is your system has collapsed. It is not taking off. You need a better system so that people's issues get decided early. And that is why I'm saying, sir, it is time that you fill up your vacancies. Vacancies are 560 at the district level, 79 at the state forum, but even that is not enough. So does the minister have a solution for the consumers of India that they can get early remedies before the consumer court?
You come to your specific question. You have put up that. Okay. Honorable.
सर, जहाँ तक अपॉइंटमेंट का सवाल है, as far as appointment is concerned, it is the state government at the state level they are doing it, and at the center commission at the central level we are doing it as a central government. But recently there is a Supreme Court order. Supreme Court has given some observation in that. Because of that, now we have filed a review petition because certain observation what Supreme Court has made, it is practically not possible to implement. This is what we are trying to explain to the Honorable Supreme Court. However, matter is sub judice, but otherwise also, what Honorable Minister has said, Honorable Member has said, I would like to clarify that in total in 2025 number of 3,402 cases filed, at 2,402, 4,908 cases were disposed, that is disposal is 144%. Now disposal is increasing, continuously increasing. In the first 2 months of 2026, in January and February, total number of 276 cases were registered, means filed, and 577 cases were disposed of, which shows that rate is around 209%. So overall, if I can say, even I have said in my reply that after e-Jagrati, now even the people, if they come to India and purchase something, if they feel there is some grievances, there is some issue, they can file from when they go back to their country, where they are working, where they are having business, they can file through online. E-Jagrati has reduced the reliance on physical proceedings and accelerated the justice delivery. The National Consumer Dispute Redressal Commission and the Consumer Commission in 12 states and UTs have achieved the disposal rates above 100% after July 2025. In 2025, 1,62,474 cases were filed and 1,50,197 disposed of, that outperformed the disposal rate of the January 2024 also. As 679 non-residents in Indians, they register their complaint using the e-Jagrati platform. And number two, what I would like to say, sir, before 2019 Act, so if it is through purely non-political mindset, if it is seen, before to this, people used to go directly to the consumer forum. Consumer forum, people used to give a lawyer. Their companies used to give so much of fees and engage a very reputed lawyers, even some of the lawyers are here also, and they engage them. But whereas poor consumer, where does he go? That's why consumer helpline we have introduced. In consumer helpline, number of cases which have been, which just on a telephone, what we receive complaint, we will send it to the immediately. Within 48 hours, they should respond. And also NCPA, National Consumer Authority, where there are class actions. Class actions means where e-commerce platforms sometime they quote some price and again they change the price when actually you book the order. And also when you book for the ticket without knowing some cost will be added, subscription trap. These are all the class action. NCPA is handling such actions. By that, overall consumer, in the pre-litigation process itself, we are trying to give a lot of relief. But as far as appointment, what is main question is there, since Supreme Court has given some observation, it has observed something, and we have approached the Supreme Court because it has the Tribunal Act itself. There are some issues in that, that's what Supreme Court says. But we are not able to execute it because in one department it is appointment process is different, in this department it is different. But Supreme Court says this has to be there. So we are trying to request Supreme Court and put forth our views, what are the practical difficulty, and once if it is all state government and the center also, there is very minimum number of vacancies which will be filled up.
Second supplementary, Shriman Vivek Dangaji, please brief.
Yeah, I'll put my question. Let me go to another point. I'm not satisfied with the last answer because I know the consumer is still crying in this country. But the main point is, sir, there is a huge new bracket of financial crimes, financial frauds. Now, for recovery of those, for recovery processes in India are abysmally bad. Now, in US, you have an agency called Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, which in last 13 years has recovered $21 billion for the consumers, $21 billion for the consumers. Now, do you have any such thing in mind so that people who are facing e-commerce fraud, and then the limit the ability of data brokers to sell personal data, prohibit medical debts and credit reports, credit cards late fee, cap on draft charges. Now, there's so many issues which have to be addressed, but we don't have those exit forums. So is the government thinking to have an agency like the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, an independent body like you have in US?
Honourable Minister.
See, one thing I would like to tell, sir, the CCPA is the body for this. What I have referred about the CCPA, that itself is a body for that. That is a body which is really working very well. I would also like to tell you, sir, the overall cases disposal, and now I would like to tell what he is trying to present is totally wrong. Because before to this, consumers were there or not, sir? Consumers were there, sellers were there. What was the fate of the consumer, sir? They were left to the God. Because they should go and approach as court. Consumer forums means it was just a court. But it is because of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, we did. हमने एक बहुत बड़ा बदलाव लाया, प्री लिटिगेशन स्टेज पर हमने सॉल्व करने का एक बहुत बड़ा निर्णय किया. इसीलिए the CCPA examined consumer grievances regarding the misleading price, representation of the first cry platform, particularly display of MRP, and also based on the grievances lodged at the National Consumer Helpline, the CCPA issued notice to the major companies of the country. I would not like to major airlines, coaching classes, e-platform, whatever they sell, online, whatever they sell. And for example, some of the airlines, they used to say, I will not risk my life. That was the sentence. The people used to say to okay for that. By that, automatically insurance cover was to happen. People were not knowing it. But we said you should clear it. What is that risk? All such things. And there are many such incidents which I can quote. CCP had issued notice to see all major portal for booking the movie ticket. Movie ticket में भी इसमें बहुत मैं किसी का नाम नहीं लेना चाहता हूँ क्योंकि हमारा intention ease of doing business भी है. Along with that, we have to see the interest of the consumer also. So I am not going to tell the name. Basket sneaking होता है, misleading advertisement होता है. एक बच्चा पास होता है एक कोचिंग क्लास में ट्रेनिंग लेके, कई बच्चे ट्रेनिंग है कोचिंग ही नहीं लेते हैं, फिर भी उनका फोटो सब जगह आता है. इसका बहुत नोटिस दिया है, पेनल्टी डाला है. तो इसीलिए ये नहीं कहना है कि सीसीपीए है, कंज्यूमर हेल्पलाइन है. कंज्यूमर हेल्पलाइन में जो भी हमारे पास मैसेज आएगा वो हर भाषा में है. इट इज टेक्नोलॉजी ड्रिवन, इट इज एआई ड्रिवन. जो भी उसमें कंप्लेंट करेगा थ्रू ए फोन लाइन, that will be immediately referred to the company. Company has to respond it. And almost 90% of them, they are resolving it because now consumer is also aware and they also know if we not follow this market, our market share will reduce. So think CCPA and NCH, these are the pre-litigation process. It is there in India also. I would like to send him all the details, let him study it. Whatever the other countries are there, based on that, where the progressive things are happening in the other country, based on that, 2029 Act was passed by the Parliament, and according to that, rules have been also framed. E-commerce rules have also been framed, and now, by and large, the disposal is very, very fast, and disposal proportionately it has increased like anything.
Third supplementary, Sriman Ravichandra Vadi Raju ji.
Thank you, sir. Honorable Mantri ji say, consumer justice is meant to be speedy justice, sir. However, thousands of posts of presidents and members in consumer commissions remain vacant. By what timeline will government ensure that all vacancies in national and state and district consumer commissions are filled? Thank you, sir. यही पूछना चाह रहा हूँ.
Honorable Minister.
Sir, whatever I have said, I have already said that. One is, it is appointed by the state, but at present, since matter is sub judice, we are persuading in the Supreme Court to, whatever the Supreme Court has made the observation, to set it right with the convincing the Supreme Court. Once if that happens, all the vacancies will fill. But in spite of that, disposal rate and also because of e-Jagrati, anywhere to anywhere, a consumer can file a case, and within 21 days after filing online, if it is not admitted, it is deemed admitted, and then inquiry will begin, and the concerned company will have to represent, and if they do not represent, ex parte order will be given within 3 months, sir. This is the provision as on day.
Fourth supplementary, Dr. Fawzia Khan ji.
Thank you, sir. Sir, Vivek Tankhaji asked the question in the beginning where he said that the provisions of the Act and the actual implementation on ground is not in conversation. Sir, considering that, and then 5,74,000 consumer cases remain pending on early 2026, sir, with fresh filings outpacing disposals. So I would like to once again ask the Minister, sir, will you think about reviewing the system in some way that this conversation between the provisions of the Act and the actual implementation match properly? That is a very specific question, sir. And Minister has said that earlier governments were not doing so well, but we people have now taken off. So I would just like to add one line, sir, to say, it is excellent to have, Shakespeare has said this, it is excellent to have a giant strength, sir. It is excellent to have a giant strength, but it is tyrannous to use it like a giant. So, sir, let's not be tyrannous and let's accept suggestions given by the opposition.
Honourable Minister.
We have, wherever there are good suggestions with a good intention, in the larger interest of consumer, we are ready to accept not only from opposition, from the every person, every citizen of this country, sir. But the intention is after looking at the things, in 2023.
No. Let him answer. Please.
What was there before 2014? How they were dealing, and what we are dealing. If I explain, they feel bad. But if they criticize our government, then if I accept their criticism, then they should be happy. This cannot run, sir.
Please give your answer, please.
So overall 2023, sir. In 12 states, what I said, Commission have disposed. Commission disposal is more than 100%. If they have filed 100 cases, 105 cases have been disposed. Means whatever pending is there, that has been in 12 states, sir. After July 2025, had been disposal rate, again it is 100%. And CCPA, we are class action. Class action means any this I said already about the advertisement, coaching advertisement. If they give misleading advertisement, if they give misleading advertise about the toothpaste, we are immediately giving them a notice. And also convergence partner is there. Every important in consumer company in the country, they should have represent one person for this consumer helpline and also CCPA. Whatever we receive, the complaint, immediately we will tell that partner. He should address it and he should reply back within 48 hours. And this has been done in India in last 5-6 years, sir. Because after 14 reforms were started, the first time 19 this act came. After that, 2026, the total as on date, 209% is the disposal rate, sir. So I am assuring you, whatever the backlog is are also there. That will be consumer, it is a quasi-judicial authority. In the same speed, it is going to happen.
Fifth supplementary, Shriman Mayank Kumar Nayak ji.
जय सोमनाथ सर, माननीय प्रधानमंत्री सबका साथ सबका विकास और सबका ख्याल भी रखते हैं, तो ये उपभोक्ता मंत्री माननीय प्रहलाद जोशी से मैं पूछना चाहता हूं।
रणगांव चौधरी जी, डोंट मेक रनिंग कमेंट्री प्लीज।
उपभोक्ता शिकायतों के त्वरित निवारण और सुनिश्चित करने के लिए सरकार द्वारा कौन कौन से कदम उठाए गए हैं, डार्क पैटर्न क्या होता है और इसकी समस्या से निपटने के लिए सरकार द्वारा क्या कार्रवाई की गई। और दूसरा सवाल है सर, ई जागृति पोर्टल के माध्यम से उपभोक्ता शिकायत निवारण प्रणाली और न्यायिक दक्षता में किस प्रकार से परिवर्तन आया है, वो मैं माननीय मंत्री जी से आपके माध्यम से जानना चाहता हूं। थैंक यू सर।
Honourable Minister.
Sir, with the view of the modernized framework governing the consumer protection, with the new era of globalization, technology, e-commerce markets, Protection Act, which was of 1986, at that time e-commerce platforms were not there. It was replaced with the Consumer Act 2019. So e-commerce rule, Consumer Protection e-commerce rule 2020 have been notified. Dark pattern means involve using the practices or using the practice or a deceptive design pattern, using the user interface on any platform, designed to mislead and trick the users to do something they originally do not intend to want. Means, जैसे insurance करना चाहते हैं, नहीं करना चाहते हैं, air travel करते हैं, that is his call. But not making him to understand, falling into that subscription, करना है नहीं करना है, दैट इज हिज कॉल, कंज्यूमर कॉल, बट सब्सक्रिप्शन उसमें ऑटोमेटिकली कंपलसरी प्री टिकिंग आ जाता है। जो ई कॉमर्स प्लेटफॉर्म यूज करते हैं उनको इसके समझ ज्यादा है, प्री टिकिंग आता है सर। जब प्री टिकिंग होता है ऑटोमेटिकली he will be a member, then there will not be exit clause. These are the things, dark patterns. What is the dark pattern? This is the dark pattern. CCPA has identified 13 dark patterns that affect the consumer choice on e-commerce platform. These include false urgency, basket sneaking, confirm shaming, force upselling, subscription trap, and interface, bite and bit, drip pricing, डिस्गाइज एडवर्टाइजमेंट एंड ट्रिक वर्डिंग। ऐसे बहुत जो है इसमें बहुत लोगों को कंफ्यूज करते हैं। व्हाट ही इज इंटेंटिंग बाय, एट व्हाट कॉस्ट, अल्टीमेटली ही डजंट अंडरस्टैंड। इफ दैट इज फाउंड आउट, दैट इज कंसिडर्ड ए डार्क पैटर्न एंड वी इमीडिएटली एज ए क्लास एक्शन वी इश्यू देम द नोटिस। एंड वी हैव आल्सो सेड डार्क पैटर्न गाइडलाइन हमने इश्यू किया है, उसके अनुसार उन लोगों ने सेल्फ ऑडिट करके हमको रिपोर्ट करना है। अगर उसके बावजूद भी कंप्लेंट आता है तो हम तुरंत उसमें कार्रवाई भी करने का प्रावधान हमारे पास है। हम इसको लगातार कर रहे हैं। द CCPA has issued 42 notices against the platform practicing the dark patterns so far, and dark pattern practicing the drip pricing, where the increased price at the check and addition handling charge and past the membership fee was added without consumer knowledge.
He is quoting Shakespeare and all. I have to keep mum. Then he has to give a long. Everybody should be very specific about your question, na?
That's why, sir, detail प्रश्न पूछा गया है। मैंने डिटेल में उत्तर दिया है। कंज्यूमर डिपार्टमेंट में बहुत अच्छा काम हुआ है मोदी के नेतृत्व में। Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Question number 183, Sriman Sugundu Segar Rai ji.
Number 183.
Honorable Minister.
Is laid on the table of the House.
The first supplementary, Sriman Sugundu Segar Rai ji.
Thank you, sir. It appears from the reply of the Honorable Minister that India's import of active pharmaceutical ingredients from China is the highest during the past 3 years in comparison to other top 25 import countries, and the difference of import between China and other import countries has no match at all, because more than 29,000 crores of API has been imported from China for the current year, for the past financial year, and the second highest is 1,000 crore only. So this is the mismatch between the import with other countries. My question is, what is the reason for such alarming rise in import of active pharmaceutical ingredients from China being the highest contributor of API import to India compared to top 24 import countries including Italy, USA, Japan, UK, France, Germany, Spain, Italy, Singapore, etc.?
Honorable Minister.
Sir, first of all, I would like to make it clear that yes, what he says is correct in the sense that the total API value in the last 3 years, in 2022-23 it was 36,229 crores, in 23-24 it was 37,721 crores, and in 2024-25 it was 39,214 crores. China's share was 70%, 71%, and now it's 74%. China remains the largest API supplier to India. The other countries are Italy, USA, Singapore, Spain, Germany, Japan, Switzerland, Belgium, and France. Now, keeping this factor in view, many steps have been taken to see to it. First, I would like to also make it clear that the export bulk drugs and the drug intermediates export to all countries by India, that is, the export is more than the import which we are taking. The export is 41,493 and the import which we are having is 39,215. So the first, it should be very clear that we are exporting more APIs than we are importing. This we should make it very clear. Now, what we have done is that under the dynamic leadership of Prime Minister Modi, we started a scheme which is called as the Production Linked Incentive Scheme, and this scheme was it was in PLI, was implemented, and an outlay of 6,940 crores have been kept, which was approved in 2020 by the Cabinet and notified. The tenure was from 2020 to 2028-29. The objective is to promote the manufacturing of the key starting materials, that is KSM, and the drug intermediaries and the APIs, and to reduce the import dependence on China. The products which have been identified is 41 bulk drugs. Key progress is that the 48 projects approved for the 33 bulk drugs, the actual investment is 4,814, whereas which is exceeded the commitment. The commitment was 4,329, but we have approved and we have invested 4,814. And cumulative sales is 2,720 crores, and the exports is 520 crores. So to avoid the imports, 2,192 crores imports have been avoided because of this, and the employment generated is 4,896 in persons, and the incentives dispersed is 54,840 crores. I will also like to make it very clear that production started of the penicillin G and clavulanic acid and rifamycin, which were earlier imported. These all three drugs were imported. Now it is being exported. And the project spread to 11 states, mainly Andhra Pradesh and Gujarat. And what happens is, when we start producing a particular drug, API, or KSM, or DI, China reduces the price of it, and so the import increases. What we have done is that we have put two things: anti-dumping also, duty also, and at the same time minimum import price to maintain the market. Usko maintain karne ka prayas karte hain. So these are the provisions which we have. If I talk about the PLI for the pharmaceuticals, it was 15,000 crores, which was decided by the cabinet in 2024, and in 2021 it was launched. And high value medicines को इसमें हमने जोड़ा था. So these are the schemes which we are undertaking so that हम आत्मनिर्भरता की ओर जाएं, और उसमें हम प्रयास इस बात की कर रहे हैं कि हमारा अपना API, KSM और DI इस पर हम काम करें, ताकि हमको अपना इंग्रेडिएंट्स मिले और मैन्युफैक्चरिंग यहाँ इंडिया में हो, ताकि हम आत्मनिर्भर बन सकें. इस बात का हम प्रयास कर रहे हैं. लेकिन हमारा एक्सपोर्ट API का भी, बल्क ड्रग का भी ज्यादा है इंपोर्ट करने से.
Second supplementary, no? Now, second supplementary, Sriman Sugundu Segar Rai ji.
Sir, after 3.5 years, my question came today as start question. So I expected that my reply to my question will be specific. But the Honorable Minister has opened a big canvas in which my question was not related to anyway. My second supplementary. Before I go to my second supplementary, one line preface that this government talks about cooperative federalism. Hence, the government should look into the fact that for protection of fundamental rights of millions of people, the only lady CM of West Bengal is on the streets. For protection of the rights of the millions of Indians, the central government must send a team of representatives to find out why it has happened and why the Honorable Chief Minister is on the streets making a dharna for the past 5 days. I have requested to you, sir, to the government, that this fact should be found out. Why these coercive measures have been taken in West Bengal alone in the name of SIR? That is our question. Everybody is asking in Bengal. Government must address to this problem.
Please be specific about your question, please.
My second question is,
don't give a lecture, please.
I am not giving lecture, sir.
Rather specific question, please.
Every day I am listening to lectures. Anyway, sir, my pointed question is that why so much dependency on China? Is there any scarcity of API in other import countries? You have mentioned about 25 import countries. And what is the mismatch? I have already mentioned. Or about 30,000 crores of rupees have been spent for import from China. Whereas the second in the category is only 1,000 crore. What is this? Why this bonhomie with China, sir? I don't understand.
Honorable Minister.
Sir, my very respected member, Sukhendu Shekhar Rai ji, has put a question, and it is now my responsibility to answer in that very fashion. He has talked about why a lady chief minister is being punished.
No. He has the right to answer to all what he said.
Is being punished, and why so much of coercive steps have been taken. I don't know why only one state is being done. It is being done not because, it is being done because the only state left is West Bengal, where the rules and regulations and the rule of the law has gone for a ride. Has gone for a ride. They have no respect. They have no respect for democratic procedures. They have no respect for political norms. They don't believe in democratic activities, and they even threaten the judiciary. And even they threaten the judiciary. And recently, a lady chief minister has disrespected a lady president of government of India. And that too, a lady chief minister has disrespected the seat of President of India, who happens to be a lady and a tribal. No respect for law, no respect for judiciary, threatening everybody, and no respect for Election Commission of India. So it is not the government, sir, it is not the government, it is her own activity. And because the government of India works on the rule of law, and because of the rule of law, things are happening like that. Now coming to his second question, now coming to the second supplementary, he is asking why you are purchasing from China and not from other countries.
You listen now.
It is not, madam, sit down. I respect women a lot.
Please, Bosan. Please, Bosan, let him come to his answer, please.
Now,
Minister, please answer.
Now, answer to his second supplementary is, please. Answer.
Yes. Woman MP, no problem now. Woman MP now.
Please. Answer. Sorry, Madam MP.
Honorable Madam MP.
Honorable Madam MP.
Happy? Yeah, you must be
and I respect from my heart.
Please.
It's not ornamental. Now the answer to the second supplementary is that the government of India does not purchase API, DI, KSM. It is the private partners, private players who purchase. Now if they get at a cheaper rate from China than the other countries, and then there is also the issue of transportation. So it is because of that they are doing it. It is not that because of government of India that they are importing from China. It is the market
pressures which do it. But what Government of India, under the dynamic leadership of Prime Minister Modi, is trying to make this India Atmanirbhar Bharat, and today I can confidently say that we export API more and pharmaceuticals more than we import.
Now, third supplementary, Sriman Jairam Ramesh ji.
Sir, it is certainly true that we are exporting more than we are importing, according to the figures given by the Honourable Minister. But it's equally true that our exports are crucially dependent on imports. And within that imports from China have gone up to about 75%, according to your own data. So my question to the Honourable Minister is there a clear roadmap? Like we have a roadmap for critical rare earth materials, we have a roadmap for batteries. Do we have a clear roadmap that in the next 5 years or the next 7 years, our dependence on imports of API, and especially imports of API from China, will be reduced significantly? Because this is a risk. No doubt, this is an export success story of the last 25 years. But this export story is built on imports. That is not a sustainable success story.
Honourable Minister.
Very correct, but as I said, that under the leadership of Prime Minister Modi, we are trying to see to it. 3 steps have been taken. One is the production-linked incentives, as I said, by the Department of Pharmaceuticals, and it was approved for 6,940 crores for PLI, and it was done in 2020, and the tenure is till 2028-29. This is the roadmap. And in this, KSM, drug intermediaries, and the APIs, all 3 have been taken care. And especially we are trying to see to it that the production should increase so that the imports from the China should decrease. The same way, the key projects is for that. 48 projects have been approved till date in the past 4 years. And 33 bulk drugs have been included in it. And the actual investment, as I said, has been done 4,814 by the Government of India, and which has exceeded to the commitment of 4,322. This has, the cumulative is, the exports, the sales is 2,722 crores, and export is 528. So this is how we are trying to see, and more, 2,190 crores imports have been avoided because of this step which we have taken. The another step which we have taken is, as I said about penicillin and the clavulanic acid and rifampicin. These are the 3 which were earlier imported. Now it is being produced in India, and now we are exporting also. So this is how the steps which we have taken. The another is the PLI scheme for pharmaceuticals is an outlay of 15,000 crores. And this was notified by the Cabinet, and it was decided in February 2021. And the objective is to boost the high-value medicines and strengthen India's position in the global pharmaceutical value chains. And the included, the coverage is for biopharmaceuticals, complex generic drugs, orphan drugs, patented drugs, drug nearing patent and expiry. And this is also covered, and we are trying to see to it that in this direction we have to go forward. And the same way, in this project, 55 companies have been selected till date, including 20 is MSME sector, from the MSME sector. The actual investment is 41,920 crores, and the commitment was 17,275 crores. You can understand now how much has been invested than the commitment was originally done. The cumulative sales is 3,333,836 crore. Exports have been done 2,14,780 crores. This includes API, DI and KSM sales, and 72,802 crores. So 190 plus API and DIs are being manufactured now domestically for the first time. It is being domestically manufactured for the first time. And the employment generated is 1,12,094 in persons. So this is how, and the third is, the overall impact is that the increase of the pharmaceutical manufacturing capacity हमने बढ़ाई है, import substitution of critical bulk drugs and APIs को हमने कम किया है, और large scale investments and job creation ये भी इसमें हुआ है. So this is how we are trying to see to it. The steps taken which I have said from 2020 during the period of Corona, and it is to go till 2029. So 2029 तक हम इनको पूरा करेंगे, and we will review from time to time to see to it that very soon India becomes Atmanirbhar as far as API, DI and KSM is concerned.
Fourth supplementary, श्रीमान संजय सेठ जी.
मैं माननीय मंत्री जी से ये जानना चाहता हूँ कि एपीआई क्षेत्र में जो पीएलआई की स्कीम है उसमें कुछ विदेशी कंपनियों ने भी क्या निवेश करके यहाँ पे निर्माण शुरू किया है?
जानकारी इसकी नहीं दे सकूंगा, मैं अलग से उनको देख करके बता दूंगा, लेकिन मुझे पास इसकी जानकारी नहीं है.
फिफ्थ सप्लीमेंट्री, श्रीमान राजीव शुक्ला जी.
धन्यवाद चेयरमैन सर. मंत्री जानते हैं कि जितनी भी फार्मास्यूटिकल कंपनी हमारी हैं उनको बाहर बहुत बड़ा जो है कंपटीशन जो है से मुकाबला करना पड़ रहा है. खासतौर से वेस्टर्न जो कंट्रीज हैं, इंग्लैंड, अमेरिका, वो सब भारतीय ड्रग्स सस्ती हैं, इसलिए अफ्रीका वगैरह उनको बहुत तंग करते हैं, बहुत वो करते हैं. तो जो आत्मनिर्भर भारत की आपने बात कही है, अगर इसमें कितनी प्रगति है अभी तक? अगर हमारा ये जो इंग्रेडिएंट है, अगर यहाँ हम किस तरह से उत्पादन बढ़ा सकें और हमारी निर्भरता उन पे कम हो, तो उसका बहुत बड़ा फायदा हमारी इन कंपनी को मिल सकता है. हमारा एक्सपोर्ट और बढ़ सकता है, क्योंकि चीन से जो ऐसा कि इन्होंने कहा और फिर जयराम जी ने भी बोला कि 70% से ऊपर हम चीन से मंगाते हैं. और ये उस समय का इसके आंकड़े देख रहे हैं सर कि 2022, 23, 24, 25, 26 जबकि हमने चीन के खिलाफ एक वातावरण बना रखा था. यहाँ तक कि चीनी राजदूत से कोई मिलने तो हंगामा कर देते थे भाजपा के लोग. उस समय हम लाखों करोड़ों उनको दे रहे थे. तो इसलिए मैं कह रहा हूँ कभी हमारी निर्भरता कम होगी और आत्मनिर्भर भारत की तरफ इस मामले में हम कितनी प्रगति कर पाए.
2014 में हम जागे, 2014 में हम जागे और 2014 से हमने इस काम की प्रगति पकड़ी है. 2020 में कैबिनेट में हम लेकर के इसके लिए पैसा लेकर के आए और उसको हम आगे बढ़ा रहे हैं, जिसकी प्रगति मैंने इस हाउस को बताई है.
Now, question number 184, श्रीमान देजवीर सिंह जी.
सर, क्या माननीय आयुष मंत्री, क्वेश्चन नंबर 184, क्या माननीय
The first supplementary, श्रीमान देजवीर सिंह जी.
सर, भाई फर्स्ट सप्लीमेंट्री, क्या माननीय आयुष मंत्री यह बताने का कष्ट करेंगे कि आयुष स्वास्थ्य योजना के अंतर्गत स्थापित उत्कृष्टता केंद्रों COE और सार्वजनिक स्वास्थ्य पहल PHI परियोजनाओं के प्रभाव का मूल्यांकन किस प्रकार किया जा रहा है? क्या इन केंद्रों के माध्यम से आयुष आधारित अनुसंधान, रोग निवारण तथा जन स्वास्थ्य सेवा में हुए सुधार के लिए कोई मानक संकेतक निर्धारित किए गए हैं?
Honorable Minister.
माननीय सभापति जी, सम्मानीय सदस्य ने जो मूल्यांकन के संबंध में यहाँ पर प्रश्न पूछा है, मैं उनसे आपके माध्यम से बताऊंगा कि आयुष मंत्रालय ने इस स्कीम का जो मूल्यांकन है वो एक थर्ड पार्टी यानी क्वालिटी काउंसिल ऑफ इंडिया से करवाया है. अपनी मूल्यांकन रिपोर्ट में QCI ने यह नतीजा निकाला है कि यह स्कीम भारत के राष्ट्रीय लक्ष्यों यानी विकसित भारत के विजन के तहत सभी नागरिकों को सस्ती और आसानी से मिलने वाली हेल्थ केयर देने के साथ पूरी तरह से मेल खाती है. सभापति महोदय, थर्ड पार्टी एलिवेशन के अनुसार आयुष और पब्लिक हेल्थ के तहत 30,000 से ज्यादा बेनिफिशियरियों को सीधा आयुष बेस्ड हेल्थ केयर सर्विस मिली है, जबकि स्क्रीनिंग और ट्रीटमेंट एक्टिविटी में 3 लाख से ज्यादा लोग भी शामिल हुए हैं, जिसमें डायबिटीज, एनीमिया, टीबी वगैरह जैसी बीमारियों का जल्दी पता लगाना और मैनेजमेंट को भी उसकी पता लगाने से मदद मिली है. 1500 से ज़्यादा हेल्थ कैंप और 700 से ज़्यादा अवेयरनेस सेशन के जरिए इस पहल ने प्रिवेंटिव हेल्थ केयर अवेयरनेस से काफ़ी मजबूत किया है। खासकर ग्रामीण और आदिवासी इलाकों में हेल्दी लाइफस्टाइल अपनाने को भी बढ़ावा दिया है। आयुष और पब्लिक हेल्थ और सेंटर ऑफ एक्सीलेंस से मिलकर आयुष इलाज तक कम्युनिटी को पहुंच भी उसकी मजबूत की है। साइंटिफिक क्रेडिबिलिटी बढ़ाई और एडवांस टेक्नोलॉजी का भी इनोवेशन किया है। आयुष को एक मॉडर्न एविडेंस ड्रिवन और बहुत भरोसेमंद हेल्थ केयर सिस्टम को तौर पर जो जनता में पॉजिटिव बना है।
सेकंड सप्लीमेंट्री श्रीमान रजवीर सिंह जी।
मैं माननीय मंत्री जी से ये जानना चाहता हूं कि उत्तर प्रदेश राज्य में आयुष मंत्रालय द्वारा क्या गतिविधियां की जा रही हैं एवं आयुष इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर बढ़ाने के लिए क्या कदम उठाए जा रहे हैं।
ऑनरेबल मिनिस्टर।
अध्यक्ष महोदय, आयुष मंत्रालय द्वारा जो समर्थित गतिविधियां जो के बारे में यहाँ पर पूछा है, उसमें मैं बताऊंगा कि उत्कृष्टता केंद्र के अंतर्गत एक समर्थित परियोजना हमारे मंत्रालय ने बनाई है, जिसमें सेंट्रल ड्रग रिसर्च इंस्टीट्यूट लखनऊ, उसके लिए लगभग 4 करोड़ का फंड आयुष मंत्रालय ने दिया है। बीएचयू वाराणसी के लिए 5 करोड़ रुपए का निधि आवंटित किया है। सेंट्रल आयुर्वेदा रिसर्च इंस्टीट्यूट झांसी के लिए भी लगभग 4 करोड़ से ज़्यादा निधि दिया है। और जो दूसरी हमारी योजना है, आयुर्वेद योजना के अंतर्गत जो परियोजना आती है, उसके माध्यम से भी उत्तर प्रदेश में लगभग 9 संगठनों को 26 प्रशिक्षण कार्यक्रमों के लिए 2 करोड़ 35 लाख रुपए की सहायता प्रदान की है। और इसके अतिरिक्त 10 अनुसंधान परियोजना के लिए भी लगभग 8.5 करोड़ से ज़्यादा सहायता प्रदान की है। इसके साथ ही औषधों की गुणवत्ता एवं उत्पादन संवर्धन जो योजना हमारी आयुष मंत्रालय से चलाई जाती है, उसमें 2022-23 में भी लैब के सुविधा को सुदृढ़ीकरण करने के लिए लगभग 2 करोड़ से ज़्यादा निधि उत्तर प्रदेश को दिया गया है। और उन्होंने जो पूछा है कि राष्ट्रीय आयुष मिशन के अंतर्गत भी जो हमारी गतिविधियां आती है, उससे राष्ट्रीय आयुष मिशन के अंतर्गत 2015-16 से 2024-25 तक राज्यों को कुल 1716 करोड़ से ज़्यादा राशि स्वीकृत की गई है। और जो भी आयुष की हमारी प्रमुख अवसंरचना का होती है, उसके लिए भी समर्थन हमारे मंत्रालय के माध्यम से दिया गया है। उत्तर प्रदेश में 26 एकीकृत आयुष अस्पतालों को स्वीकृति प्रदान की है। और आयुष जन स्वास्थ्य कार्यक्रम 2023-24 में NPCDCS के साथ आयुष का एकीकरण में 18 इकाई को भी वहाँ पर सहायता दी है। आयुष मोबाइल मेडिकल यूनिट भी यूपी में 9 है। करुण्या कार्यक्रम भी 50 इकाइयों में चल रहा है। गठिया कार्यक्रम भी 8 इकाइयों में चल रहा है। तो ऐसे बहुत सारे कार्यक्रम आयुष मंत्रालय के माध्यम से आयुष मंत्रालय को बढ़ावा देने के लिए यूपी में किए गए हैं। मैं शैक्षणिक संस्थानों के बारे में अगर बताना रहा तो कहा कि राजकीय आयुर्वेद कॉलेज हुनहुना रुद्रौली अयोध्या में लगभग 22 करोड़ से काम वहां पर शुरू हुआ है। राजकीय होम्योपैथिक मेडिकल कॉलेज एवं अस्पताल पिंडरा वाराणसी में भी 18 करोड़ लाख की स्वीकृति दी है। अध्यक्ष महोदय, न्याम के माध्यम से जो यूपी में जो हमने सुविधा दी है, उसमें 1034 आयुष्मान आयुष के आरोग्य मंदिर वहां पर कार्यान्वित है। और 2026-27 में लगभग 298 करोड़ रुपए के पुल को भी वहां पर हमने मान्यता दी है।
नाउ फॉर सप्लीमेंट्री श्रीमती रजनी अशोक राव पाटिल जी।
Sir, through you I would like to ask Honorable Minister, How will the government ensure Ayush projects deliver real public health outcomes despite shortage of infrastructure, staff and medicines?
Honorable Minister.
Very short question, sir.
माननीय सभापति जी, आयुष मंत्रालय के बारे में मैं सम्माननीय सदस्य को इतना ही बताऊंगा कि 2014 में जो आयुष मंत्रालय का बजट लगभग 1000 करोड़ था,
Now the House
बजट
stands adjourned to meet at 2 p.m.